Good, thanks.
Thank you. We're celebrating. Most of us are here today. Some of you are not celebrating, or maybe you are celebrating in a different way, but we're celebrating 17 wonderful years with a man that everybody here had his work ethic. There's no telling where this company is. He took 17 years, a 60-hour week was a light week. A lot of us don't work that hard. But he's grown this company from a little $30-something million a year sales outfit with about 100 employees to almost 400 employees and almost 400 million a year business. And started with 2 little old branches, and there were many times when he first started I wasn't sure how we were going to make payroll. We always figured it out. But Glen's come a long way. He's done a lot for this company, and we're going to miss him. Unfortunately, he's going to be a little bit like Bob Kelly, though. He's not going to really retire. He's just going to step down a notch, which we're very thankful of. He's going to move to Texas. He's going to work. I hope it's not 70 hours a week. I've asked him to scale it down a little bit, but I don't know if he could. But you boys in Texas, and the boys from Texas, are going to see more of him. We'll still see him up here occasionally. He'll be available. We'll miss him. I hope we can replace him. I'm trying to figure out how to do it with one person, but I think we're going to have to hire 2. Come up here, Glen. No, there's no plaques or awards today. We do have all good. But thank you.
I can say something. Yeah. I was talking to Chad a minute ago, and a lot of you don't know about, tell a lot of stories about the Mordecai boys, who I worked with, spent a lot of time with years past back in New Mexico. So Chad asked me about the Mordecai story. Did I have a last Mordecai story? So I told him about one, and you just have to appreciate the occasion. In New Mexico, every year they had a mining convention, and it rotated between Silver City, El Paso, and Carlsbad. So this one year they were having the convention. Just thinking about it makes me laugh. So they're having the convention in Carlsbad at the old La Caverna Hotel, about 6 stories, 6 floors. And they had a ballroom up on the 4th or 5th floor. Everybody brought their wives, got drunk. Well, the Mordecai boys went and got a donkey, and they took it into the hotel, got it on the elevator, took it up to where they're having this big dance and drunk. And they got this donkey up to the door, and they tied some firecrackers on its tail. Opened the door, lit the candles, shoot the donkey in, close the door, and firecrackers go off. The donkey starts pooping all over the place, running over people, kicking people, knocking down the tables, and knocking down the drinks. But Chad asked for a Mordecai story, and so that was one of them. They were quite the brothers. Ed talked about the growth, what's happened in being here. It takes people, and it takes the atmosphere and the support from Ed to be able to make these things happen. I see Fred and Jerry here today. When I came here, they were both here and active. These guys laid the foundation for what's come along and what has happened. The people that were here in the early days, the Cynthias and the Janies and the Roberts, it's come a long way. It's having good people. It's not buildings, it's not inventory. People, having good people. There's lots of good people at well. I wish you the happiness that I've had, the success and the joy that comes from looking around and seeing where it was and where it is. I just want to say thank you. I have to say also that the most important person that stayed with me and let me work 70 hours and do a good job taking care of my family is my wife, Cheryl. There were times when she probably questioned what she was doing. I'll tell you a quick story. This one night I'd been out with the guys. Saturday morning I woke up. I didn't feel good. And I was getting out of bed and there were newspapers all over the floor. And the trash can there. What is this doing down here? Well, then I go to the restroom and I throw up. And Cheryl said, I don't know how you can do that anymore. You did that much last night, which I didn't remember. But she stuck through me with all these times and took care of me and babied me and babysat me, and I love it for her.
Fred Smith. Some of you don't know who Fred is. Some of you, he is a partner that started this business with me. Retired 10 years ago, roughly. Time flies when you're having fun. Maybe it's a little longer than that. But anyway, he got a few words. He's kind of like Glen. When I know they're following me, I don't need to say too much until it's so long.
Well, it's good to see everybody. This really makes me proud. I just told Jerry, I said, this is really something, you know, now that I've been gone about 8-9 years. But, you know, when Ed and I were in a bind to hire somebody to take some of the pressure off of us and somebody to run this damn place, we went through several people. And we'd hired some other people from other positions. And those didn't work out very well either. And I told Ed, I said, you know, we're not very damn good at hiring people. And he said, you're right. But we found out about this guy named Glen. And so we met with him and we talked, and he talked. And so we came back and Ed said, what do you think? And I said, well, hell, he's a Texas Raider. I hate that part. Being from OSU, Texas Tech, love it. We'll never hear the end of that. And then I said, and damn, he cries too much. I said, why should you say something nice, Daddy? He cries. I said, I don't know why you want a damn crybaby for a general manager. So, but Cheryl, we got to know Cheryl, Karen and I did, my wife, and I spent a lot of time with Glen. Glen was always fun. We would go off to AED. You've all heard about that, where everybody leaves. The rest of you all get to play when we're gone for about a week. And we'd get around, we'd have breakfast in the morning, or we'd have lunch, and we'd sit around, about 5 of us, around a table, and we'd start a discussion, and Glen would always say something, and then I would watch him. And he would start scooting his chair back away from the table because he had just started a fight between the other 4 of us. And I told him, I said, that's the most damn irritating thing I've ever seen you do, and you do it all the time. But it's been a lot of fun. And it was a great lot of fun with Glen. And I can't tell you how much we appreciate you. Really. And I'm going to miss you a lot. Because, hell, I don't have anybody to aggravate. And I call him Sweetie. Anyway, I really appreciate you all keeping the name Kirby Smith going as well as it has, and the growth. thank you very much, because I'm very proud. I'm very proud of you all. Thank you.
Much as I appreciate what Glen did, we just took an hour and had to go back to work. Glen, thanks. I'll tell one quick story.
Okay.
Back then. Glen and Cheryl moved to town roughly 17 years ago, I think. The day before, it was about 75 degrees. We're living drunk, can't do it yet. Parked in Cheryl's car at the house. I think they were renting it at by north side of Oklahoma City. So Lisa and I took him his new car. That morning, the blue northern got blowing in. It was blowing about 40 miles an hour. It was cold. We pulled up that car. Pulled up, had on their short sleeves. They didn't have any jackets. So we had to gather him like a lightweight coat coming from Phoenix. I got home that night. Chris was about 16. I don't talk business at home very often. Talking about hiring me and bringing me in. My son said, "Where'd he come from?" I said, "Phoenix." He said, "Man, came from Phoenix